And I bring in a lot of wishes and greetings from on behalf of all the faculties of Speed Institute to Dr. Neeta for scoring rank number 1 in fellowship in gynecology in JIPMER exam 2021.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
And it's great interacting with you today and to share your experiences. And before that, can we know about yourself, from where you come from, and where you did your medicine, did your MD, and then why do you want to do a gynecology fellowship? And what was your actual ambition, and what are you going to do from now on?
I did my UG. I'm basically from Mysore, Karnataka.
Okay.
I did my MBBS from Davangere, JJM Medical College. And I did my MS through All India in Orissa, Berhampur, MKCG Medical College. And I did DNB too. Then I'm working presently in Mysore Medical College as assistant professor.
Great.
I always wanted to do onco. In 2009, when I attended one of the gynec onco conferences, so lab radical hysterectomy and all, it fascinated me. Like, I just felt I had to do this. Then I came and joined here in medical college. Then I was preparing for this since 3 years. And last year I joined Speed coaching. And that helped me a lot. Like, when we studied earlier, like many guidelines, many even basic definitions, everything has changed. So that brought us on track. Like like we got to know like what exactly we had to read and all. Mona Lisa ma'ams and Pavitra ma'am and Saubarnika ma'am's embryology classes all were too good, and they helped a lot as
Can you tell us about the pattern of exam in JIPMER, and have you given the exam of AIMS? I mean, do AIMS have a gynecology? And so that can you tell us in brief on the aspects of exams you have given earlier and with the JIPMER exam, and what are the differences?
Last year I had given NEET SS. Last year was the first time when I wrote NEET SS. And AIMS I didn't write this time. And after that I wrote JIPMER. And in JIPMER it was basically general ops and gynae and gynec onco only. Very few reproductive questions, but mainly it was gynec onco and general ops and gynec. So
what are the percentage of questions of general ops gynae and gynec oncology?
Around 50-60% were general ops, around 40-50 were gynec onco, sir, at this time.
Okay, can you tell us where exactly they ask? I mean because in the classes you would have heard about Williams and Novak based classes, and where the question exactly from those textbooks, and also from what the content was asked from the gynec oncology part. And there's a big churn of gynec oncology classes we have. We have from gynec oncology classes from surgical oncology part of it, gynec oncology taken by Dr. Delphin and Dr. Usha and by Dr. Kavita. And if all this put together, how are you able to locate those questions? Because your preparation was for last 3 years, you have quite a lot of experience in handling this exam and preparing for this exam. Can you share those aspects so that it can help other students who are preparing it?
I actually read Berek and Hacker, and I prepared my own notes, and everything from first point to last point, everything in between lines and everything we have to read. We just don't know where the questions come. And it's anything related to the subject, wherever you have read. And like this time we had one question on diabetic nephropathy, and many questions which may not be covered all the time, but anytime if you have read while taking classes for your students, so everything has helped in overall way. And NCCN is enough for gynec onco actually, and classes were, that also helped me, sir, actually. I made notes of NCCN and Berek and Hacker and everything. I read actually.
And what about the general oncology, general ops gynae? Where you could...
ops and gynae were mainly from the guidelines only, sir, this time actually. It was all like RCOG, ACOG, all the bulletins, TOG articles, we have to go through everything, sir, actually. But in the classes, what helped us the most is like what time we would just spend like maybe like understanding the whole of the article ma'am would just pick up all the crucial points and she would just give us a presentation, and that would save a lot of our time, and we can revise it very well actually. So that was the advantage.
So did you attend all the online live classes? I mean,
Online live classes I've attended, so most of it, but I think in the initial I missed because I was not aware exactly, but I got
Okay.
to know it later actually that online is going on, but later I started attending.
But you're able to complete everything before your exam?
Yeah, definitely. And I have revised also. I mean, I would make sure like last 1 month I just revised and I tried to solve at least like daily, like 50 to 100 MCQs daily, like anything, just solve it actually. So that would help.
Okay. So because you're being an assistant professor, I mean, how we are able to spare time and dedicate time and allocate time for this preparation?
Actually, it was very difficult for me because we have all the COVID duties and all. And I have a daughter too. So before the cases are shifting to OT, anytime I would just squeeze in with my phone actually. I just feel we just need that dedication. I want to do this, and that's all just motivates you to go through it. And nothing is impossible, I believe actually. We just feel before my cases are shifting to OT, anytime I'm waiting in my car or anywhere I'm there, I would just make sure I solve the number of questions I had to do on that day. I would just reach that point actually. I would just do that.
So in your back of the mind, constantly whenever the time available it has been utilized.
Yes, I would just try to do that all the time actually.
Okay. Now, the plan. I mean, when are you going to join, and what is that future in JIPMER? Or are you going to try NEET exam, or?
I'm going to try NEET, sir. Actually, I'm going to try NEET, and actually, it took me a while to understand the exam pattern. But last year I got 242 rank. Actually, I had written NEET SS, and because I was not aware like how the questions will be, and I was not aware basically of anything, and Gynec-Onco was a totally new subject for me. But this time I'm going to write NEET SS also. So by this month end I'll be joining JIPMER actually.
Okay, so you will join JIPMER and give NEET exam also.
Definitely, sir.
Definitely, yeah. So I think it's now almost all set. Now I think you have almost reached your dream and your goal, and it is only the question of institution whether you're going to continue here or in the upcoming NEET depending on the results. And so it's really great and really inspirational actually. I mean, it's quite inspirational because having a family with a kid with working in a government institution and getting along with the preparation and want to achieve the dream and to make sure that the finish line is touched. And I really appreciate and congratulate you for that. Now, now I want to ask you, what will be your advice to your juniors or your friends or colleagues, those who are aspiring to do gynec-oncology? And NEET, I believe that it is both gynec-oncology and reproductive medicine.
Reproductive medicine. But here, not many questions were there from reproductive medicine actually. It was basically gynec-onco and obs-gyne, sir, actually.
So all this put together, what will be your advice and how will you motivate as a topper? Because motivational speech from a topper could move a lot of people around, and that will give a lot of energy for people to prepare for another 2 to 3 months before the NEET exam.
So the last month is very important for revision, and just try to solve as many MCQs as possible because you don't know, each may help you in one way. And the thing is, what I believe is more than any rank, I believe just give your 100% effort to what you can do the most, and God will just take care of it actually. Yeah. Only that much is there in our hands. We can just try our best actually.
Definitely. And once again, I wish you all the best and all the success in years to come, and also in the field of gynec-oncology as a great consultant in that field and a great personality in that field, and to make a wonderful landmark in that field. And also, once you have settled down with your admission process and everything, we'll definitely call you for a faculty position in speed and to deliver whatever you have learned and whatever you can impart to the juniors.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Most welcome. Thank you.